You are looking live at the baseball field at the Gorsuch Athletic Complex on the campus of Carroll High School, where today the Norwell Knights pay visit to the Carroll Chargers. Hello everyone, my name is Jim Kressel, and along with the students of the Carroll Chargers Sports Network, we're here to bring you tonight's varsity baseball action between the Knights and the Chargers. The Knights come in tonight with a record of 15-8, finished 5-2 in the Northeast Conference. That was good for third place. Carroll, on the other hand, 14-8, no conference record, being an independent in baseball. Pitching tonight for the Chargers will be freshman Adler Kellums. He's 2-3 on the season with a 3.36 ERA. He's making his 9th appearance. 25 innings pitched. He's got a 42-10 strikeout to walk ratio. We'll try to set the lineup here real quick for the Norwell Knights while Adler gets ready. Leading off will be Will Case, the second baseman. Batting second, the center fielder, Noah Shamerlow. Hitting third, the shortstop, Caden Castle. The catcher hits fourth, Trey Privet. Doug Jolly, the third baseman, hits fifth. Hunter Kurtz, the left fielder, hits sixth. Noah Clark will be pitching as well as the DH. He hits seventh. The first baseman, Josh McBride, is eighth. And Cade Thornton is the right fielder. Kellums has finished his warm-ups and takes the rubber, and we are off. First pitch, fastball called strike one. Chargers defense is Swoverlin in left, Hammond in center, Corzine in right. Ground ball to first base. Newhouser goes down to an E-field, so he'll take it himself, and that's one away. Around the infield, Chargers have Fitzpatrick at third, Carter Irons at short, Riley Geiger is the second baseman, Eli Newhouser, who just fielded that ground ball, plays first. Cooper Nichols, the catcher, and as we mentioned, Adler Kellums throwing this evening. That will bring up the center fielder for the Knights, Noah Shamerlow. Shamerlow is a senior, hits .368 on the year, does have some pop with 9 doubles and 3 home runs. Checks his swing, it's called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Kellums, like all the Charger staff, works quickly. Line drive to left field. Swoverlin cannot get it. It's into the corner. Shamerlow rounds first. He stands up easily at second base. The ball gets away. The throw from Newhouser does not make the throw to third. Shamerlow with an opposite field double. Then he takes third base on the throwing error into the infield. No one was able to retrieve the throw, and heads up base running by Noah Shamerlow. He takes third base with 1 out. That will bring up the number 3 hitter, Caden Castle. Caden's playing shortstop this evening. Kellums will work from the stretch with 1 out and a man on third. Pitch fouled off to the right side, 0-1. Tough for a left-hander here to work out of the stretch with a man on third base, in that it's his blind side. Shamerlow's not getting much of a lead. Ball is fouled off over the Charger dugout and quickly 0-2. Castle will be playing next year at Indiana Tech here in town. Ball's popped into left. In comes out goes Riley Geiger. He's able to make the catch. Tagging is Shamerlow, and he will score on the very rare sacrifice fly to the second baseman. And the Knights take an early 1-0 lead. Don't see that very often, but with the center fielder running away from the plate, catching it over his shoulder, his momentum headed towards right field corner, was unable to turn and get the throw in time. Heads up base running by Noah Shamerlow to score the early run for the Knights. First pitch for Kellums is in there for a strike. Off-speed pitch in the dirt, evens it up at 1-1. Excellent job all the way around there. Good job by Riley Geiger going out to get that ball, because the right fielder was not going to make the catch. And then good job by Norwell to be heads up and tagging on the play and able to score the first run of the ball game. 2 ball, 1 strike. Here's the delivery from Kellums. Swung on, chopped foul. That'll leave in the count 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Kellums looks, gets the sign, winds up, and the 2-2. Called strike 3, and that will end the inning. However, the double in the air in the sacrifice fly does score a run for Norwell, and they lead 1-0 headed to the bottom of the first. We're back here at Charger Field where Norwell took a 1-0 lead in the top of the first with Carroll coming to bat. We'll set the Carroll lineup for you. Leading off is the pitcher, Adler Kellums. Hitting second, shortstop Carter Irons. Eli Newhouser, the first baseman, will hit third. Cooper Nichols catching, batting cleanup. Rhett Swoverland in left, hits fifth. Jack Johnson will designate hit in the 6th spot. He's hitting for the center fielder, Bennett Hammond. Blake Fitzpatrick, the third baseman, hits 7th. Riley Geiger at second will hit 8th. And Aiden Corzine, the right fielder, hits 9th. On the mound for Norwell today is Noah Clark. Noah is a sophomore, making his 7th appearance on the season. He's 1-0 with a 3.23 ERA. He's only thrown 8 2/3 innings, but he does have 7 strikeouts in that time. As he finishes his warm-up tosses, we'll set the outfield or the defense for Norwell. You got Kurtz in left, Shamerlow in center, Thornton in right, Drew Jolly at third, Caden Castle at short, Will Case at second, and Josh McBride at first. The battery, Trey Privet, will catch Noah Clark. Stepping in, leading off for the Chargers, pitcher Adler Kellums. Adler's a .368 hitter on the season, leads the Chargers in multiple offensive categories. First pitch off speed, catches the outside corner for a strike. Clark works from the stretch, even with nobody on base. The 0-1 delivery is chopped foul at the plate and quickly ahead 0-2. Kellums, a stolen base threat if he does get on, leads the Chargers with 21 steals on the season, but he is in an 0-2 count right now. Pitch is grounded to first, fielded by the first baseman McBride, and Clark gets over the flip, and Adler is the first out. First baseman to pitcher. Nice job by the pitcher, Noah Clark, there. As soon as that ground ball went to the right side, he jumped off the mound knowing he might be needed at first base, and he was. One away for the Chargers here in the bottom of the first. That will bring up senior shortstop Carter Irons. Irons takes a breaking ball, first pitch in there, strike one. Clark comes set, got the sign, another breaking ball, hit to third, down past the third baseman, down the left field line. Irons will round first, take a look, and he will stay put there. Tough play for Jolly, had him go to his right, tried to backhand it, ball got past him for a single for Carter Irons.
Chargers, number 12, Eli Newhouser.
That'll bring up the Charger first baseman Eli Newhouser. The junior, also a all-conference football player for Chargers, and a Northern Illinois commit. Newhouser hitting .220 on the year, does have a long ball. Irons has the lead. Ground ball in the hole, it's through to the left field. Stopping at second is Carter Irons, and the Chargers have him on first and second with one out here in the bottom of the second.
Up next for the Chargers.
Eli got a fastball and pulled it right there in the hole between the shortstop and third baseman. No one was able to get to it, and we got a rally going. Now batting for Carroll, the catcher, number 20, Cooper Nichols. Sophomore leads the Chargers with 4 home runs this season. It's going to be a tough day to get one out of the yard today. The wind blowing in about 15 miles an hour from straightaway center. You're going to have to really put a charge into one today to get it out of here. Newhouser takes the first pitch high. 1 ball, no strikes. The runners take their lead. Second baseman keeping Irons close. The 1-0, right in there, strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runners on first and second for the Chargers. Noah Clark gets the sign, comes set, checks the runner at second. Pickoff play at second. Nice grab by Castle to keep that ball from going into center field. Clark, the sophomore. Again, not a lot of innings this year, but he has had success. Takes a double look at the runner at second. Fires in, strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes on the Charger cleanup hitter, Cooper Nichols. 1-0 Norwell here in the bottom of the first. Clark takes another double check at Irons. Off-speed pitch fouled out of play to the right. Nichols stays alive. Norwell and Carroll did meet once earlier this season here at Charger Field on May 1st. Carroll came away with a 9-4 victory. I apologize. Actually, that game was not here. We did not do that. That was at Norwell. Pitch low and away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Always good when these two programs get together. 2 quality programs in Northeast Indiana. Generally a competitive game. This is Norwell's last game before sectionals start next week. Carroll has 1 more makeup game. Irons shoots one to right field. It's going to get down. Right fielder Thornton fields it. Irons will be held at third, and the Chargers have the bases loaded with only 1 out. Irons didn't get the greatest jump there. That ball was right down the right field line. Good job by Thornton field, and it came up firing.
Next up for the Chargers, number 7, Rhett Swarland.
No chance for Irons to get home. He didn't want to get doubled up in case he was up. The ball was caught. We will have a courtesy runner for the catcher. Owen McClure is running for Cooper Nichols, so he can go in and get the gear on, be ready to go in the top of the second. That will bring up junior Rhett Swoverland, left fielder for the Chargers tonight. Versatile player, plays some infield, plays some outfield, does pitch also for the Chargers. The left-handed hitter's hitting .200 on the season. 3 RBIs, be a good opportunity to up that count. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, bases loaded, bottom of 1. Norwell leads 1-0. Clark gets the signal, he delivers. Just outside, 2 balls, 1 strike. Swoverland does have a very good command of the strike zone with 6 walks and been hit by 4 pitches this season. The 2-1's on its way, and it's high and tight. That's ball 3. Nowhere to put him with Chargers on first, second, and third. Swoverland with a 3-1 count, looking for his pitch, looking to drive it somewhere into the outfield. Clark gets the sign, the 3-1 delivery. Swung on and missed. Nice pitch on the outside corner, and that will fill the count. Three balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, nowhere to put him. Rhett Swoverland digs in. Noah Clark gets the sign and the payoff. No, we will have timeout called by the hitter first. Rhett felt his pitch was taking a little too much time there and called timeout, and the umpire granted it. We'll try it again here. And the payoff. Fouled out of play. Spoiled a good pitch. That pitch was in the zone, up a little bit. Rhett fouled it off. Stay alive. And we got Irons at third, Newhauser at second, and the courtesy runner McClure at first. Bottom of the first, 1-0 Norwell. Carroll with a threat. Pitch just outside. Ball 4. That will force in a run, and we are tied at 1. That was a extremely good take by Rhett Swoverland. Very close pitch, almost too close to take in that situation, but it worked out for him, and he does get the RBI.
Number 17, Jack Johnson.
That's going to bring up the designated hitter, Jack Johnson. Jack Johnson will be headed to Glen Oaks to play college ball and study in the fall. Left-hander digs in, takes the pitch, strike 1. Johnson, a .273 hitter with 5 doubles on the season, 9 driven in. Got a man on third, 1 out. See if he can drive him in. Fouled straight back. 0-2 is the count. Might not be able to be as aggressive right now in this situation. More covering the plate with maybe defensive swing, but there's a lot of room out there in the outfield. Outfield playing him deep. A lot of room to drop one in. Clark gets the sign. Driven into left center field. The left fielder, Kurtz, trouble. He falls. That ball lands. 1 run is in. Here comes McClure. He's going to score. Swoverland to third, sliding, and it's a 2 RBI double for Jack Johnson, and the Chargers lead 3-1. That was a tough play for the left fielder, Kurtz, with the left-handed hitter up, hitting it that way. That ball slicing away from him. The wind pushed it a little bit. Kurtz looked like he had a beat on it, but then lost his footing out there and was unable to make the catch. And Johnson, with the 2 RBI double, puts the Chargers up 3-1. Runners on second and third now, 1 out. Brings up the third baseman, Blake Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick swings and misses. Blake, one of 2 freshmen in the lineup for the Chargers. Adler Kellums, the pitcher, is the other. Only 4 seniors in the starting lineup today for Carroll. Fitzpatrick swings and misses. 0-2's the count. 1 man on second and third, 1 out. Contact, if the infield back, should drive in a run. Fitzpatrick swings and misses, strike 3. Big strikeout for Noah Clark, second out of the inning, and that will bring up senior second baseman Riley Geiger.
Up next for the Chargers, number 6, Riley Geiger.
Geiger with some extra base power this year with 3 doubles and 2 home runs. One of those doubles was a game winner walk-off against Penn. Then he led second game, his first at bat. He hit one almost in the same spot, but a little bit further and cleared defense for a home run. Geiger takes the first pitch, misses. 1 ball, no strikes. Runners on second, third, 2 out, 3-1 Chargers here in the bottom of the first. Pitch taken for strike 1, I'm sorry, that evens the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Catcher Privet going out to talk to Clark. I don't know, with the runner on second, there might have been some miscommunication there in terms of the signals. They just want to make sure they get it right, especially with a runner on third. You don't want to get crossed up and have one at the backstop. That leads to an easy run. Geiger digs in. Clark gets the signal, checks the runner at second. He's not going anywhere with a man on third. Ball's low and away. 2 balls, 1 strike. Might be paying a little too much attention to the runner at second base. With a runner at third, he's not going to be stealing. With 2 outs, I doubt he'd be stealing third anyway. Probably something coaching staff will talk to him about in between innings. This is a situation where you want to go after the batter and have your focus on him, and just like that, it's a 3-1 count. On deck is the right fielder, Aiden Corzine. Geiger steps in, ready for the 3-1, and it's on its way. Ball 4 low. That will load the bases for the second time this inning and bring up the right fielder, Aiden Corzine.
Up next for the Chargers.
Aiden's a .321 hitter hitting in the ninth hole. This is like having an extra leadoff hitter at the bottom of your order. Gets on base quite a bit to set the table for the top. So good opportunity here with the bases loaded, 2 outs. Takes the first pitch, outside, ball 1. A lot of pitches for Clark this inning. We do not have any activity in Norwell bullpen. It's his inning to get out of. The 1-0 is on its way. Swung on and missed. Even to count, 1 ball, 1 strike. And the 1-1 is on its way. Swung on and missed by Corzine. Low off-speed pitch. Makes the count 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 out. Bases loaded with Chargers. The 1-2 is on its way. Drilled into center field, but right at Shamerlow. He makes the catch to retire the inning, but the damage had been done. Carroll with 3 runs on 4 hits. They did leave the bases loaded. They batted around, and they will take a 3-1 lead into the second inning. And we're back here at Charger Field where Carroll takes a 3-1 lead after 1 inning. Norwell will send up their third baseman, number 14, Drew Jolly. Jolly, a .333 hitter on the year. Deep in the box. First pitch a little bit outside. He's got that back foot on the chalk. Kellums works quick, fouled back off of Nichols' chest. 1 ball, 1 strike. Kellums has a pretty good breaking ball. Johnson will be able to see it all the way back, as deep as he is. Pitch just misses, 2 balls and 1 strike. Checks his swing, no appeal, not necessary. It's 3 balls and 1 strike. Kellum, just like all Chargers pitchers, works quickly. He gets the ball and he gets set and he is ready to go. As that ball is fouled off back behind home plate. Fills the count, 3-2. Freshman steps and delivers high. Ball 4 and the leadoff man is on for the Knights. That'll bring up Hunter Kurtz,
Up next for the Knights,
left
30,
fielder.
Hunter Kurtz.
Had a little tough time last inning, fielding that line drive that sliced away from him. See if he can make up for it here at the plate. Hunter is a freshman for the Knights. Not a lot of activity at the plate this year. He's 6 for 34, hitting 176. Get him some action here before sectional. The 0-1, instead, check of the runner at first. Jolly is back in plenty of time. Adler delivers, bunt, shows bunt, bunted towards the first base. Kellums falls, recovers. He slipped fielding that ball, but he was able to recover. And being the left-hander, he had an easier throw than a right-hander would have had. So he makes the play on his rump, and it's a 1-3 sack for the left fielder. Kurtz gets the runner to second base. That will bring up the pitcher, Noah Clark. Kind of like Jolly, his back foot on the chalk line. Pitched in there for a strike. Jolly, the runner at second, 1 out. Top of the second, Chargers lead 3-1. Geiger keeps him close. The pitch, called strike 2. Fastball right down the gut. Kellums checks the runner. Geiger, again, keeps him close. A pickoff plays on. No throw. Don't want that man getting to third base with less than 2 outs. Want to keep him close. The delivery from Kellums, off speed high. 1 ball, 2 strikes to the Knights pitcher. Good size lead by Jolly at second. Geiger keeps him close. The 1-2 on its way. Drilled foul. Ball's about 3 feet foul down the third base line. Fitzpatrick about 2 steps off the line at third. Kellums checks the runner at second, and the 1-2 is on its, no. Instead, a check of the runner. No throw. Jolly back in plenty of time. Kellums checks him again, checks him a second time. And the 1-2, swung on and missed, strike 3. That is 2 outs. And the second strikeout of the game for Adler Kellums. We'll bring up the first baseman, Josh McBride. Josh is a sophomore. Lefty on lefty, 2 outs, man on second. Pitch inside, ball 1. McBride a little bit further up in the box as the left-handed hitter wants to be able to get that off-speed pitch before it gets too much break. Kellums delivers, fastball high. 2 balls, no strikes. Cade Thornton, the right fielder, on deck for the Knights. Irons keeps him close. The pitch driven up the middle, base hit to center field. Hammond's got it, comes up firing. No play at the plate, and Josh McBride with a 2-out RBI single makes it 3-2. Nice job by the left-hander, taking that ball right up the middle. With 2 outs, the Jolly was off on contact. Hammond fielded it well. Didn't have much of a chance. This Jolly got a good jump and has pretty good speed. So that will bring up the right fielder, Cade Thornton, with 2 outs. 3-2 Chargers. Kellums pitch outside for a ball. As I mentioned, this is Norwell's last game of the season before sectionals. They open up. They have a bye in a 6-team sectional at Belmont. They will play New Haven. Pitch is high and away. They will play New Haven Thursday night. Winner of that will make it to the championship and wait for the advancement of the 4 teams on the other side of the bracket who open up play on Wednesday. Curveball called, strike. Norwell, I would say, is the favorite to win that sectional. But in a 1-game-and-out situation in IHSAA playoffs, anything can happen. Swung on and missed, evens the count. Twos are wild with 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs here in the top of the second. Adler-Kellums looks in, gets the sign. Here's the 2-2 delivery. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Kellums' 3rd strikeout of the day. However, a big 2-out base hit by Josh McBride has cut the Charger lead in half. We head to the bottom of the second. Carroll 3, Norwell 2. We're back here at the Gorsuch Athletic Complex at Carroll High School, where Carroll leads Norwell 3-2 in the bottom of the second. Carroll did bat around in the first inning, leaving the bases loaded after scoring 3 runs. So we're back to the top of the order with Adler-Kellums.
Number 1, Adler-Kellums.
Although the temperature's in the mid-60s today, that wind is making it quite cold. Probably an opportunity for the concession stand to sell more coffee and hot chocolate than soft drinks tonight. Kellums digs in, takes a first pitch outside for ball 1. Clark's delivery outside, 2 balls, no strikes on the Charger leadoff hitter. He went out first baseman to pitcher. His first time up. Charger pitcher digs in at the plate, swings, fouls it straight back. 2 balls, 1 strike. Kellums does lead the Chargers in quite a few offensive statistics this year. .368 average. He scored 24 times, 6 doubles, 21 steals, 17 driven in. Swung on, strike 2. The 2-2 is on its way. Ball 3 outside. Three balls, 2 strikes to the Charger leadoff hitter. And the payoff is on its way. Fouled back. With that wind, the way it's blowing today, it's a good thing that center field is a unmanned camera. We'll be getting quite a breeze right in their back if they were out there running that today. And the 3-2 driven deep to center field, but Shamerlow is there and he will make the catch for the first out of the inning. The wind did knock that ball down. It was hit pretty hard, but it turned out to be a routine fly out to center field.
Next up for the Chargers, number 8.
That will bring up the shortstop, Carter Irons. Carter singled and scored back in the first. Came into tonight, .269 hitter. First pitch, inside for a ball. Clark continues to work out of the stretch, even with no runners on. to be comfortable in that pitching position. 2 balls, no strikes. The 2-0's on its way. Called strike on the outside corner. Good pitch, 2 balls, no strikes. Didn't throw one right down the middle and let Irons have an opportunity to tee off on it. 2-1. Hits that outside corner again. 2-2. 2 good pitchers' pitches after starting 2 balls and no strikes. Clark gets the signal at 2-2. Swung on. Ground ball to short. Castle's got it. Over to first. In time for the out. 2 outs now in the inning. And that will bring up the Charger first baseman Eli Newhouser. Newhouser also singled and scored back in the first, but he's now coming up with 2 outs and nobody on here in the bottom of second. Clark has seemed to find his groove since the first inning, got in a little bit of trouble, had the bases loaded twice, did get out of it with a fly ball to center to end the inning with the bases loaded, and he's come out here in the bottom of the second, gotten first 2 outs on the Carroll's top of the order. Newhouser with a little cue ball. Second baseman Case has it over to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. No runs, no hits, nobody left. And at the end of 2, Carroll leads 3-2. We're back here at Carroll for the top of the 3rd inning. Carroll leads Norwell 3-2. Norwell will bring up the top of the order.
For the Norwell Knights, number 2, Will Case.
Will Case, the second baseman. He grounded out to Eli Newhouser at first, unassisted, his first time up. First pitch outside, ball 1. Will Case came in tonight hitting .387. 7 doubles on the season, a triple, driven in 13. He will play college ball at Trine in the fall. Pitches in there to even a count 1-1. Kellums works quickly. I missed a pitch. That's strike 3. That will be Kellum's 4th strikeout on the day. I'll bring up the center fielder Noah Shemerlow. He doubled in the first inning. Came around to score on the sacrifice fly to the second baseman of all things. Not a sac fly 4. You don't see a lot of those on your scorecard. The 0-1 pitch is low. That evens the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Shemerlow is a stolen base threat. You want to keep him off the bases if at all possible. Two-one delivery. Inside, ball 3. Kellums delivers the 3-1. Outside, ball 4. We'll put Shemerlow on first base with 1 out and bring up Caden Castle, the shortstop, who had that sacrifice fly to the second baseman back in the first inning.
Next for the Knights, the shortstop, number 20, Caden Castle.
Castle came in today hitting .390. 10 extra base hits, 20 driven in on the season. First pitch is up. Shammerlow getting an average lead. Kind of went back there, and the ball's in the dirt, and he will take second without even having to attempt a stolen base. The wild pitch will move him to second base. It's Kellum's 5th wild pitch this season. Comes at an inopportune time with a RBI man at the plate. Pitch is fouled over the Carroll dugout. 2 balls, 1 strike on Caden Castle. Kellums checks the runner at second. The 2-1 on its way, swung on and missed, strike 2. Shammerlow's making it a little bit difficult out there. He's kind of dancing around, getting a good secondary lead. Ball is hit into center field. It's kind of in the gap. Diving try by Hammond. He's unable to get it. Shammerlow didn't get a good read, thought maybe that ball was going to be caught, and will stay at third base. And we've got him at the corners now, first and third, 1 out for Norwell. Shammerlow didn't want to take too much of a chance in case that ball was caught to get doubled off and end the inning. So he only got a couple steps off of second base. Once he saw the ball down, he was headed to third. Coach Bohada threw up the stop sign. And we've got first and third, 1 out with the cleanup hitter, Trey Prevette, at the plate. Trey struck out looking to end the first inning, takes the first pitch high. Came into today hitting .400 on the season, and not a small sample size. He's 28 for 70 headed into the end of tonight. Squeeze is on. He gets the bunt down. The run is in. Kellum is able to get the out at first base. The runner moves to second, but that was a suicide squeeze in that Shammerlow was coming down the line hard. Privett had to get the bunt down, or Shammerlow was going to be dead to rights at home, but with the left-hander on the mound and his back to the runner on third, that's a good opportunity for a suicide squeeze. And Coach Bohada put it on, and Norwell executed beautifully. So now tie ball game, 3-3, 2 outs. Top of 3. Drew Jolly at the plate. He walked and scored back in the second inning. Just swung and fouled away over the Charger dugout. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Caden Castle on second base in a tie ball game here in the top of the third. Adler checks the runner at second. Long look. And the delivery. The ball is sliced into the right field batting cage. We do have action in the Charger bullpen. Jace Richards, senior flamethrower and senior right-hander, is getting loose. Kellum's long look back at second. Pitch is swung on and missed in the dirt. Nichols knocks it down, fires to first, and that will end the inning. But in the inning, Norwell does get a run to tie the game at 3. They leave them 1 on, and at the end of 2.5, we're all knotted at 3.
Now pitching for Norwell Knights, number 16, Dylan Chisholm.
As we go to the bottom of third in a 3-3 game, we have a pitching change for Norwell. Entering the game, number 16, Dylan Chisholm. Chisholm is a sophomore, making his 9th appearance on the season. 4-2 with a 1.32 ERA. He's thrown 42 in a third innings and struck out 47 and only given up 8 earned runs during that time frame. Again, this being Norwell's final tune-up before sectionals. They don't play until next Thursday, so they have a week off. The number of pitches shouldn't really matter, but this is an opportunity to make sure that they keep arms fresh against live hitting. So depending on how he throws, we might even see another one before the night is over. So due up for Carroll this inning is 4, 5, 6, Nichols, Swoverlin, and Johnson. Fitzpatrick, if anyone is able to reach. Cooper singled and scored back in the first inning. That 3-run Charger first.
Leading off the bottom of the third for the Chargers.
Norwell only has 3 seniors on their roster, so it's a fairly loaded underclass team. Now the 3 seniors they have are key cogs to their success. But Coach Bahada is going to have a lot of talent coming back in the 27 season. The Charger catcher steps in to face the new pitcher, Chisholm. First pitch, fired in there for strike 1. Chisholm also works out of the stretch exclusively. Ball's in the dirt. Nice block by the catcher, Privet. Nobody on base, but always good to hone your skills as a catcher when the opportunity arises. The 1-1's on its way outside, ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike on the Chargers sophomore catcher. Chisholm comes set, fires, chopper to third. He takes it on the second hop. Strong throw across by Jolly, gets the Chargers catcher by a couple steps for the first out. Looked like that ball chopped at home plate. He thought about coming in and fielded it on the big hop, but he took a half a step back, got it on the second hop. Wasn't a short hop. By taking that little step back, he got it on a bigger hop and was able to fire across to first for the out. We'll bring up the Charger left fielder, Rhett Swoverlin. He drew a bases-loaded walk his first time. First pitch swinging, tries the shortstop Castle. He fires over to first, and just like that, there are 2 outs here in the bottom of the third inning.
Now batting for the Chargers.
Chisholm's working quick, and Carroll's swinging early, and we've got 2 outs. That'll bring up Jack Johnson. Charger designated hitter had that slicing ball to left in the first inning that drove in 2. Kurtz was unable to make the play on. Slice and wind, and kind of got his feet tangled up, and down he went, and the ball landed, and Carroll charged 2. And the ball's hit the left field again, but this one's going to be foul. No balls, 2 strikes on the Charger designated hitter.
That swing is intentional coming at you on that, all right?
Third baseman Jolly a couple steps off the line. Outfield shades him to the left side. The 0-2 from Chisholm just missed low. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bottom of 3, tie ball game. Carroll does have 1 more game before their sectional action. They're going to make up a doubleheader. Strike 3 swinging, that'll end the inning. We'll get back to that when we come back. Chargers for the second inning in a row go down 1-2-3. We head to the top of the 4th, tie game, 3-3. As we head to the top of the fourth, Carroll and Norwell knotted at 3. I was saying before we went to break, Carroll does have a makeup game. They had a doubleheader last Saturday with Huntington North rained out. We're going to play a single game Monday night at 7 o'clock here at Charger Field against Huntington North. One more tune-up before sectional play gets going on Wednesday. The left fielder, Hunter Kurtz, will lead it off for the Knights. He had a sacrifice bunt in the second inning that helped get Drew Jolly to second base, and he ultimately scored on the 2-out single by Josh McBride. Two balls, one strike. We will be here Monday night at 7 to bring you the Carroll-Huntington North game, and then we will bring both games of the Carroll. That ball is driven into center field. Hammond turned to his right, then to his left, and is able to make the grab for the first out. So Wednesday's sectional play starts at 6 o'clock. Carroll will play north side in the first game. We'll bring you that one, and then we're going to stick around and broadcast the Snyder-Northrop game that will start approximately 20 to 30 minutes after the conclusion of Game 1. The winners will meet then Monday morning at 11 a.m. for the sectional title. First pitch is low. Noah Clark, who was the pitcher, is also listed as the designated hitter, so he will stay in to hit. He's hitting for Chisholm. Ground ball to short, irons Fields. Long throw across the diamond, strong throw to Newhouser for the second out. So just like Carroll in the bottom of the third quickly had 2 outs, Norwell quickly has 2 outs here in the top of the fourth. That will bring up the first baseman, Josh McBride. Josh hit an RBI single to center in his first time up. Adler-Kellums delivers inside, ball 1. No action in either bullpen at this time. Jace Richards was up earlier for Carroll, but he has sat down. Ball is popped up over towards us, and it is out of play. That'll even the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Kellums gets the sign, and he delivers. Ball 2, low and in. The 2-1's on its way, and it is outside for ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike on the Knights' first baseman. Pitch down low, ball 4. 2-out walk will bring up Cade Thornton, the right fielder. He struck out to end the second inning. In a similar situation, 2 outs and McBride on first base. McBride with a fairly good sized lead. He's not going anywhere. Swung on and missed by Thornton. Thornton, another one of young Knights, as a freshman. Does also pitch and play the infield. So a versatile player here for Norwell. He's playing in right field today. And McBride's off. The pitch is in the dirt, goes to the backstop. McBride rounds second, takes a look. And that ball actually went up over the backstop. So dead ball, but a stolen base for Josh McBride puts him on second base. Home plate umpire is going to talk to Coach Bajado. He wants to make sure that he's not going to be awarded third base, since he hadn't already obtained second base. He does not get the additional base. The fact that he was on the move, statistically speaking, does give him a stolen base, not a wild pitch for Kellums. So here we go, 1 ball, 1 strike, man on second, 2 outs, tie ball game. Kellums long look at the runner at second, and delivery is just misses, ball 2. Thornton is a freshman, has a lot of at-bats for Norwell this year. 53 at-bats coming into tonight. Hitting .226 on the year. Does have 11 driven in, looking for RBI number 12 right here. 2-2 count. Kellum's long look at the second. Pitch. Called strike. I'm sorry, that it was 3-1 earlier. That fills the count 3-2. Again, a long look at second, and the pitch. Low, ball 4. He walks him, and that brings up the top of the order in Will Case. Will is 0 for 2 today. Grounded out unassisted to the first baseman and struck out. But he does come in hitting .387 on the day, or on the season.
Number 2, Will Case.
And that will bring a visit from Coach Ginder to the mound. Talk to Adler. Richards is back in the bullpen warming up. Might be a strategy talk here rather than a pitching change. There are 2 outs, but the top of the order is up. Coach Gitter will turn around and head back towards the dugout after words of wisdom. Richards continues to heat up in the pen. Looks like he's working a little quicker right now. Big spot here for the freshman pitcher for Carroll. 2 outs, 2 on, top of 4, 3-3 game. Top of the order up for Norwell. Pitch is grounded in the hole. McBride will come around. Swoverland's throw is cut off by Fitzpatrick, and Norwell leads 4-3. First pitch swinging was Will Case, and he did get RBI number 14 on the season by grounding a ball in between the third baseman and shortstop. No chance for anyone on that. And that will bring Coach Ginder back to the mound and a pitching change. Coming in for the Chargers to pitch will be Jace Richards. The pitcher, Adler Kellums, will stay in the game and play center field. Beckett Hammond will be removed. Richards comes into today. This will be his team-leading 13th appearance. He's 2-0 on the season with a 3.18 ERA, 22 innings pitched, 40 strikeouts. So
Now pitching for the
he is definitely a strikeout pitcher for the Chargers. Only walked 9 on the season. Comes into a tough spot here with 2 outs, but 2 on. And the number 2 hitter, Noah Shamerlow, up to bat, who has reached and scored twice. Shamerlow doubled and scored back in the first and walked and scored last inning in the third. Big spot here for Carroll. Norwell has taken the lead 4-3 here in the top of 4. Richards being called upon to keep it at a 1-run game. No other changes for Carroll. Kellums did go to center field.
Now batting for the Knights, number 13, Noah Shamerlow.
Again, here comes Shamerlow, the Knight center fielder. 1 for 1, scored twice today. Looking to give Norwell some insurance. First pitch, down and in, ball 1. Newhouser plays behind the runner at first. Irons keeping the runner at second close. Pitches in there for a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Shamerlow does have 3 home runs on the season. He's driven in 17. Ball's chopped at the plate, going to go foul. That will make the count 1 ball, 2 strikes on the Knights center fielder. Everybody gets back set. Takes a look at the runner at second, fires. That ball is hit into left field, down the line. It is foul. About 10 feet foul. Rhett Swoverlin in left is playing him a little bit towards the line. Had that been a fair ball, Rhett was there, would have been able to make a play. He's probably only 20 feet off the left field line. Kellums in center shades him a little to left center, and Corzine is definitely in right center. The 1-2 fouled away, stays alive. Good battle here between Johnson and Chamerlow. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Pitched low and away, scooped by Cooper Nichols. Didn't have time to get his body in front of it. He caught that on the short hop to keep it from going to the backstop. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, 2 on. The pitch, that one he blocks again with the mitt. The ball was in the dirt. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners will be off on the pitch. A gapper here could score Thornton from first base with the running lead he's going to be getting. Here's the payoff. Ball is hit in, knocked down by Carter Irons. No play, but the runner at third rounds the base too far, and we've got him in a rundown. Way too many throws in this rundown, but eventually, I'm not even going to try to score this one. The runner slips and falls, and eventually tagged out by the first baseman, Eli Newhouser. That ball was flagged down. It was headed toward left field. Great play by Carter Irons to keep it on the infield, and the runner on second, Thornton, rounded third too far, thinking that ball was into the outfield, and he was caught in a rundown. Carroll had about 5 throws in that rundown, way too many in a rundown, but ultimately they were able to put the tag on him as he slipped between third and home to end the inning. But Norwell does score and take a 4-3 lead into the bottom of the 4th. We'll be back on the Carroll Charger Sports Network.
I had 25163. What do you have? 25163.
Too many opportunities. Run into the guy and interference.
In a high school game, yeah. You're right.
We're back here at Carroll, where Norwell takes a 4-3 lead into the bottom of the 4th. Carroll got out of that inning on a nice play by Carter Irons to keep it on the infield, and wound up turning a 2. Got the runner out with a 6-2-5-1-6-3. A lot of throws in that rundown. That might be something Carroll could be working on in practice before sectional play. Obviously, the throw to the catcher was needed, but after that, third baseman, pitcher, shortstop, first baseman, that's way too many throws in a rundown. The more throws you have, the more opportunity for error, the more opportunity for potential obstruction, but Carroll was able to get out of it. That will bring up the third baseman, number 27, Blake Fitzpatrick. Blake struck out back in the first, Carroll's 3-run first, the only inning they've been able to score. Norwell has put up single tallies in all 4 innings so far. Fitzpatrick hits a fly ball to center field. Chamerlow is there, calls everyone off, comes in a couple steps, and will make the grab for the first out of the inning. Brings up the Chargers' second baseman, senior Riley Geiger.
Number 6, Riley Geiger.
Geiger walked and was stranded at first, back in the first. First left-hander's first look at Dylan Chisholm. Chisholm has come in and he's set down all four he's faced. Off-speed pitch misses, ball one. Ball inside, almost hitting. 2 balls, no strikes. Well-played baseball game so far. Norwell, 4 runs, 5 hits, no errors. Carroll, 3 runs, 4 hits. Did have the 1 error that allowed a base runner to scamper from second to third after a double. Chisholm misses again for ball 3. That's 3 balls, no strikes on the Chargers' second baseman. In there for a called strike. 3 balls, 1 strike. Geiger looking for his pitch to rip right here. Ball's fouled off. That will fill the count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out, nobody on. Bottom of 4, 4-3 Norwell. Chisholm gets the sign, and the full count delivery is inside for a walk. Geiger's second walk on the day. Only 1 stolen base on the season for Geiger. I would not expect to see him going, but in a 4-3 game, you never know. That'll bring up Aiden Corzine, Charger right fielder. He flew out to center to end the first inning with the bases loaded. Hard hit ball. It was right at Shamerlow. Shamerlow covers a good amount of ground out there. It's very fluid. You don't want to hit too many out his way. He's going to be able to go get it. Check on Geiger at first. He's back easily. Chisholm comes set. Ground ball wide of first base. 1 ball, 1 strike. Corzine handles the bat well. Could be an opportunity for a hit and run. Try to get a runner advanced to second base for the top of the order. The 1-1's on its way. Called strike 2. Corzine, nicknamed by his teammates Doc, one of the brighter players on the field. He's in the top 10 of his class and will be attending Liberty University on an academic scholarship. Not quite sure if he's going to be a doctor or not, or they just want to call him Doc because his test scores are way higher than everyone else's. Ball's fouled out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Low and away. Back throw to first. Nice play by the first baseman McBride to keep that ball from going into center field. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Thornton, the right fielder, was right there. Had that ball gotten away, he was moving to the line. He was going to have it in a hurry. Geiger takes his lead. Chisholm gets set, and the 2-2. Strike 3 swinging, and that is the second out of the inning. Bring us to the top of the order. Center fielder Adler Kellums. He's 0 for 2 on the day. Grounded out to the first baseman and hit a line drive that was caught by Shamerlow in center. Kellum steps in. Chisholm comes set, got the signal. Strike 1. Batter and runner look for the signals Coach Ginder gives. Little bigger lead by Geiger at first this time. He's not going anywhere. Swung on and missed. 0-2 by Kellum. He is going. It's a delayed steal, and Geiger will get in. That was a delayed steal. He didn't go immediately. Kellums had swung on and missed. The catcher was pulling the ball out of his glove to kind of soft toss it back to the pitcher. When Geiger took off, he had to double clutch, and by the time he got it to second, it was too late. Geiger with his second stolen base on the season. Pitch outside to Kellums. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Tying run on second. 2 outs, bottom of 4. 1 ball, 2 strikes to the Chargers center fielder. Chisholm looks in. Pitch low. Evens the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. No signals here. This is just find me a hole and let's get that run in. 2 outs. Geiger will be running on contact. The 2-2. Swung on, missed. He got him. Strike 3. That is the 3rd strikeout for Chisholm in his 2 innings of work. Chargers leave a man at second. We've played 4 4-3 Norwell.
Hey, let's go. Win another inning. Come on.
No hits for Carroll since the first.
Leading off the top of the 5th for the Norwell Knights.
We're back here in the top of the 5th at Carroll. Norwell leads Carroll 4-3. Leading off for the Knights. It's the shortstop, Caden Castle. He's 1 for 1 with a sac fly and an RBI. First pitch fouled out of play. Second pitch up high, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to the Knights shortstop. Pitch is fouled out of play, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Richards doesn't waste any time out there on the mound either. He gets on the rubber, gets the sign, and is ready to go. The 1-2 is reached. 1 hopper to Fitzpatrick at third. He makes the play to first in time for the first out of the inning. That'll bring up the catcher, Trey Privet. He's 0 for 1. Did have a very nice suicide squeeze back in the 3rd inning. That plated the 3rd run for the Knights. First pitch is low. Privet came into the day hitting 400 on the season, fouled back, 1 ball, 1 strike. Big shout out to the production crew today, especially those people working cameras. It's not the nicest day. A little bit of a mist out there. 15-mile-an-hour breeze, temperatures dropping. But a great job by the students here at Carroll High School that put on this production. Pitch fouled out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the count on Privet. Breaking ball, called strike 3. Beautiful pitch by Jace Richards for the 2nd out of the inning. That will bring up Drew Jolly, the 3rd baseman. Jolly is 0 for 1 on the day, walked and scored back in the 2nd.
Now for the Norwell Knights, number 14, Drew Jolly.
First pitch misses, ball 1. Jolly, a .333 hitter on the season. Hits that one to the right side. Corzine is unable to get to it as it drops foul down the right field line. No ball, 2 strikes. As the mist looks to be getting a little bit harder right now. Doesn't look like it's impacting the field at all yet. Batters' boxes are a little bit muddy. Pitch high and away. Ooh, and a little Soto shuffle there by Jolly. Kind of gave a little look out to the pitcher. I don't know if these two guys know each other. Ball sliced down the right field line and foul. A lot of these guys have grown up playing against each other in summer leagues. Pitch is high, ball two. Oh, I'm sorry, ball three, full count. Richards did have a walk. Ball four. Richards, I'm sorry, did not have the walk, but the last run that did score for Norwell got on via a two-out walk, and hopefully it's not deja vu here. Hunter Kurtz, the left fielder, steps in. He's 0 for 1, sack bunt, and a fly out to center field. Takes the first pitch for a strike. Kurtz, the freshman, drives one to right. Corzine is there to make the grab and end the inning. So the two-out walks, stranded at first. Norwell still does lead 4-3, but we head to the bottom of the fifth inning here. Carroll does have 2-3-4 up. Let's see if we can put together a rally. We're back here at Carroll for the bottom of the fifth inning. Leading off for the Chargers is the shortstop, Carter Irons. Carter's 1 for 2 today. A single scored in the first and grounded out to short back in the second. Dylan Chisholm still on the mound for Norwell. As I mentioned earlier, he came into today with a sparkling 1.32 earned run average. Irons hits the first pitch to first. McBride fields, flips to Chisholm getting over there, and one pitch, one out here in the bottom of the fifth. Chisholm came in with 42 1/3 innings pitched and 47 strikeouts. Hasn't hurt his cause at all, being now he's got another 2 1/3 pitched with 3 more strikeouts today. So he is in line for the win if Norwell were to be able to hang on. We got a lot of baseball to play. First pitch to Eli Newhouser, the Charger first baseman, is in the dirt, ball 1. Eli singled and scored in the first, grounded out to second in the second. Foul ball tapped down the third base line. Eli back in the box, takes the 1-1 up high, ball 2. 4-3 Norwell, bottom of the fifth inning. For the most part, a very cleanly played baseball game. Newhouser pops it up. Catcher runs over, looking up into the mist. And what a catch as he lunges into the Charger dugout, reaches out and makes the grab for the second out of the inning. There's a lot going on over there. He had players, he had the dugout opening, he had the roof of the dugout. Got to the edge, reached out, was able to make the play. Very impressive grab by Trey Privet. That'll bring up Charger catcher Cooper Nichols, and he is promptly hit by the first pitch, and he will take first base. Third time this year Cooper's been hit by a pitch, and the 40th time for Carroll. He didn't have a chance on that. It looked like a breaking ball that just got away from Chisholm and got him up in the front shoulder. So we will have a courtesy runner. Looks like Owen McClure, I'm sorry, is the courtesy runner at first. First pitch, the Charger left fielder Rhett Swoverlin misses for a ball. Junior left-hander Kellen Harrison getting loose in the Charger pen. The 1-0 to Swoverlin misses, ball 2. The 2-0 to Swoverlin is cut on and missed. 2 balls, 1 strike. We do have action down in the Norwell bullpen. That's number 4, Braden Huffman getting loose. So action in both pins here in the bottom of the 5th. Swoverlin takes ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike on the Charger left fielder. Owen McClure, the courtesy runner on first. 2 outs, bottom of 5. Chisholm checks the runner at first. McClure back in plenty of time. Swoverlin digs in. The 3-1's on its way. Ball 4. That will put a runner in scoring position now for the Chargers. So after a couple quick outs, we got a hit by pitch and then a 5-pitch walk, and that's going to bring up the designated hitter, Jack Johnson, who does have 2 of the Charger RBIs today with a double, bases loaded double, back in the first inning. So 2 on, 2 out, bottom 5. Johnson hits a ground ball to first. The first baseman, he slips, he's safe at first. Safe at first base. McBride was playing deep. He slipped. By the time he got up, the pitcher was a little late getting over there, and Johnson, coming out of the left-handed batter's box, was able to beat the throw. That will load the bases. The throw was to the pitcher in time. His footwork was just a little bit off, and that he stepped and he didn't get the base and had to reach for the base. That gave Johnson just enough time to get there, and Carroll's got a rally going now with 2 outs. Infield single for Johnson, his second hit of the day. It's going to bring up Blake Fitzpatrick. The freshman lined out hard to center field his last time up. See if he can find the outfield grass here. With Rhett Swoverlin on second, decent speed. He'll be going on the crack of the bat. Would probably be able to score unless this is one-hopped right at an outfielder. But first things first, Fitzpatrick's got to hit it there. First pitch, breaking ball catches the outside corner. 0-1. Fitzpatrick steps back in, pitches up, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike on the freshman. It's a matchup we might see a few more times over the years, a sophomore on the mound and a freshman at the plate for Carroll. Bases loaded once again for Carroll. They did leave the bases loaded back in the first, trying not to do it here in the second. Breaking pitch swung on and missed. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Chisholm got the count. The 1-2's on its way. Swung on, hit into right center field. Shamerlow will call off the right fielder and make the catch. Nice running grab by the center fielder who covered a lot of ground on a ball that was slicing away. In the inning, there were no runs, though. 1 hit, but Carroll did leave 3 men on base once again, and we are at the end of 5. Norwell leads 4-3.
Hey, we gotta score. Gotta score. Let's go win an inning.
We're back at Carroll for the top of the 6th inning. Norwell leads Carroll 4-3. The mist does continue to fall. Getting a little wet around home plate. The infield, no signs of problems. Leading off for the Knights will be the designated hitter, Noah Clark. He hits the first pitch to Carter Irons at short. And Irons over to Newhouser at first. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the top of 6. That'll bring up the first baseman, Josh McBride. McBride's 1 for 1, includes a walk and a run scored. Takes the first pitch for a strike. Real good production from the 8-hole hitter for Norwell. 2-out RBI single in the top of the 2nd. He walked, stole a base, and eventually scored in the 4th. Richards continues to work fast. 2 balls, 1 strike. Harrison is still in the Carroll bullpen, but he's no longer throwing. He's down there with a jacket on. Pitch is skipped up there. Ball 3, 3 balls, 1 strike. Either Harrison is ready or he is ready to get loose in a hurry if called upon. The 3-1 misses, ball 4. And McBride is on for the 3rd time today. That'll bring up the right fielder, number 10, Cade Thornton. Thornton has a walk and a strikeout today. Richards with a check on the runner. Maybe wanted to see if the hitter was going to show bunt. He did not. First pitch fouled away. No signs of a bunt there by the freshman. Richards gets it, gets the sign, gets set. Fastball's up. 1 ball, 1 strike. Harrison is now back up and working in the Carroll bullpen. Check on the runner at first. Nothing happening. Norwell still does have activity in their bullpen. Number 4, Braden Huffman. Now here's the bunt. Sack bunt is down. Richards will pick it up, fire to first in time. A 1-3 sacrifice bunt for Norwell, and that is 2 outs, but it does move a runner into scoring position for the top of the order. Norwell has had 3 sacrifice bunts and a sacrifice fly today. Very fundamental baseball. And one of those sack bunts was a suicide squeeze that was successful. So that will bring up the second baseman, Will Case. He singled in his last at bat. Swings at the first pitch, grounds at the second baseman. Riley Geiger's got it over to first in time to end the inning. So Norwell will leave a runner on second base in the top of the 6th. We will head to the bottom of the 6th with the Knights leading the Chargers 4-3.
Now pitching for Norwell Knights, number 4, Braden Hoffman.
So we head to the bottom of the 6th. The pitching change for the Norwell Knights. Braden Huffman will come in. Huffman making his 10th appearance on the season. He's got a 2-2 record with a 2.19 ERA and 16 innings of work. So close the book on Chisholm. Huffman, the junior, into the game. He will face Riley Geiger, Aiden Corzine, and Adler Kellums. And if anyone's to reach, Carter Irons. Geiger has walked twice today, stole a base, and has been stranded twice.
The second baseman, number 6, Riley Geiger.
Had that delayed steal back in the 4th inning, but was stranded on second base. Huffman gets the sign, steps off. Huffman, like the previous 2 pitchers, works from the stretch even with nobody on base. First pitch, low and away, ball 1. Geiger steps in. First pitch. Second pitch is ripped into deep right field. It's foul, and the right fielder, Thornton, makes a beautiful running catch as he heads towards the bullpen. He caught that one between his knees and his toes. He had to reach way down low for that. Covered a lot of ground, had the mound to deal with out there. Really good play by the right fielder.
Now for the Chargers, number 3, the right fielder, Aiden Corzine.
Aiden Corzine, the Charger right fielder, is 0 for 2 on the day. A good opportunity to get on for the first time. So we flip the order over to the top, see if we can do something. First pitch from Huffman, off-speed pitch, fouled away. Huffman looks in, gets the signs in the 0-1, fouled straight back, 0-2. Quickly in an 0-2 hole is Aiden Corzine. Catcher setting up outside the zone. Fastball. Pretty much hit his glove. He threw it right where the catcher wanted it. Good pitch, good take. Good spot to throw that pitch 0-2 and let the hitter try to get himself out. Corzine did a good job of letting that one go. Now it's 1-2. Breaking pitch, driven into right center field. No one's going to get that one. It's down. Corzine rounds first. He's headed for second. The throw is in. Not in time. Aiden Corzine with a double. 1-out double here in the bottom of the 6th inning. And we'll bring up the top of the order, Adler Kellums. That's Corzine's 4th double on the season. Perfect time for it as we flip the order over and come to the top, Adler Kellums. Adler came in today hitting .368, is 0 for 3 on the day, so if there's time to beat someone's due, this is the man. 1 out, man on second. Bottom 6, Norwell leads 4-3. Huffman gets the signs, checks the runner at second. First pitch is inside, gets away from the catcher. Corzine will take third uncontested. And Carroll now has a runner on third base, 1 out, down by 1, and a 1-0 count on the leadoff hitter, Adler Kellums. Kellums wiggles the bat high above his head. Swings at one, down, fouls it away. Looks like Huffman's bread and butter pitch is the off speed. Does have quite a bit of bite to it. That ball, by the time it gets to the hitter, is low in the zone and difficult to hit. And the 1-1. Kellums hits a pop-up. Third baseman chases into foul territory, and an over-the-shoulder catch by Jolly. Very nice play as he was playing in to start. Had to retreat back and right. Made that catch almost like a wide receiver would make a catch.
Now for the Chargers.
Two very nice plays in foul territory by Norwell this inning for the 2 outs. So just like that, we got 2 outs, man on third. Carter Irons, the shortstop, up. He is 1 for 3 on the day, scored back in the first. Corzine's got to be on the lookout for a potential wild pitch here. That breaking ball does break sharply down, and if he gets past, he might want to score. That one wasn't quite as down, but it was an off-speed pitch to start the at-bat to Carter, and it's 0-1. Got to watch that ball and anticipate if he sees that thing going in the dirt. He wants a good secondary lead. Pitch is low and outside, even to count at 1. Not a big lead at third, but as the pitch is being delivered, he is getting his momentum headed towards home plate. Ball 2. Some good baseball IQ out there on third base. Corzine knows if that ball gets past the catcher, he is the tying run here in the bottom of 6. He wants to be able to have his momentum going towards home to get in. Irons pops that one out of play over the Carroll dugout, and that will even the count at 2-2. Huffman gets a new baseball, gets set on the rubber, gets the sign. And the 2-2, no, we got time called by the hitter. Carter Irons asked for time. The umpire granted him time. You know, as the hitter, you don't want to step out of there until you hear the umpire yell time. Just because you asked for it doesn't mean you're getting it. Back in there, the 2-2. It's on the way. Reached out, slapped towards right field. First baseman McBride in foul territory makes another nice catch in foul territory. 3 really good plays by Norwell, all in foul territory this inning. And Carroll strands a runner at third. And we head to the top of the 7th with Norwell leading 4-3. As we head to the top of the 7th with Norwell leading 4-3, we have a couple changes in the Carroll lineup. Now taking over at second base is number 14, sophomore Remington McKeever. He will bat in Geiger's spot of the order and take the position in the field. And on the mound is junior left-hander Kellen Harrison. Harrison, an unlucky 0-2 record, but leads the Charger staff in ERA at 2.15. He does have a save on the season. This will be his 11th appearance. 29 in the 3rd innings, struck out 35, only walked 10. So Harrison gets the call to keep the game at 4-3 here in the 7th. Leading off is Shamerlow. He fires it to Fitzpatrick. He is unable to make the play at third base. two-hopper that Fitzpatrick was unable to field. Gets past him, and that will put Shamerlow on first base to lead off the inning. 11 stolen bases on the year for Shamerlow. Definitely a stolen base threat. We'll see if the lefty can keep him close. He takes a look over there. That will bring up Caden Castle. Castle's 1 for 2 on the day with a sac fly and a single. Pitch is in there for a strike. No balls, 1 strike. On the senior shortstop for the Knights. Pitch misses, evens the count 1-1. Harrison gets set. The pitch, oh, he's running, he's picked off, he's going to go. And the throw is mishandled by Irons. They had Shamerlow picked off. He just put his head down and kept going on first movement. Double clutch by Newhouser. The throw to Irons was off his glove. Looked to be in time. But he was unable to handle it and get the tag down. So that puts a runner on second now with no outs. Shamerlow was going on first movement there. The movement was to first base. He didn't hesitate. He just put his head down and kept going. And luckily for Norwell, the throw was mishandled, and he was able to slide in there safely into second base. And have a quick visit to the mound here. Nobody warming in the Charger bullpen. This is strictly a strategy talk. Castle is the 3-hole hitter for Norwell. He is hitting .390 on the season, but I wouldn't put it beyond Coach Bajada to lay down a bunt here and get a runner to third with 1 out. He had his cleanup hitter do a suicide squeeze back in the third that produced a run. Guessing Coach Ginder went out there to talk bunt strategy, what to do in case there's a bunt. Castle digs in, Harrison gets set. Irons flashes in front. Here comes McKeever to keep him close. He did show bunt, but he pulled it back, pitch in the dirt, 2 balls, 1 strike. Like Carroll had a little bit of a play on there where Irons flashed in front, get the runner heading back towards second. Then as he gets his lead back towards third, the second baseman sneaks in and you try to get him leaning. But good job by Shamerlow not to fall for that. Castle did show bunt on the 1-1. The 2-1 here, he shows bunt again. That ball hits him. He will get first base. So now we got runners on first and second, no outs. That brings up the cleanup hitter, Trey Prevette, who's 0 for 2 today, but with a suicide squeeze RBI bunt. No hold by Newhouser at first. He will play in front of the runner, Castle. McKeever cheats towards first base in case he's needed for the bunt. Privet shows bunt. He tries to lay it down. It goes foul. That looked more like he was bunting for a hit than a sacrifice. As I said, 3 sacrifice bunts already by Norwell. Wouldn't put it past them to do another one to get a runner into scoring, 2 runners into scoring position here. Harrison with the 0-1. Shows bunt again. Down the third base line. Fitzpatrick fields over to first. In time, McKeever with some fancy footwork to catch the ball and get his foot onto the bag, but both runners advance. That's Privet's second sacrifice bunt of the day. First one produced a run. Second one put 2 runners in scoring position. That will bring up the third baseman, Drew Jolly. Drew made a really nice one-out catch over the shoulder back in the bottom of the sixth to help prevent a run. He's 0 for 1, walked twice and scored. Ground ball up the middle, base hit past the diving McKeever. 1 run is in. Here comes the second runner. He will score. The throw is cut off by Newhouser. And just like that, Drew Jolly puts 2 more on the board for Norwell, and it's 6-3. So a leadoff single, then a hit by pitch, sacrifice bunt, and Norwell manufactures 2 runs, and they're still not done. The left fielder, Hunter Kurtz, up. He's 0 for 2 on the day. Did have a sac bunt back in the second inning. Takes the first pitch up and away. Harrison checks the runner at first and blows one past him. Kurtz, another one of freshmen on the field. Quite a few freshmen on the game today. Good to see young talent in varsity baseball games. Harrison with a quick check of the runner at first. Jolly back easily. Norwell with 2 runs so far this inning. Had him going back. Harrison with a good delivery to the plate. Had the runner headed back towards first base, and that is swung on and missed by the hitter. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Harrison with a slide step. Ball is just inside, ball 3. Fills the count. Only 1 out here. Be interesting to see if Coach Bahada puts the runner in motion. Harrison thinking the same thing, takes a check on him over at first base. He's back easily. The full count pitch, swung on and missed, strike 3, 2 outs. So 2 outs, 1 on, 6-3 Norwell. That'll bring up the designated hitter, Noah Clark. Noah is 0 for 3, going out to the shortstop twice. Harrison takes a look, throws up high. Action in Norwell bullpen is number 21, Stephen Olarte. Looks to be loose in case needed in the 7th. And Noah Clark is hit by the pitch. That's 2 this inning. 2 batters hit by a pitch thus far this inning. Puts runners on first and second and brings up the first baseman, Josh McBride, who has had a great day. A single RBI single, walked and stole a base and scored back in the 4th, and then walked again in the 6th. He's been on base all 3 times. Lefty facing the lefty. First pitch is up, ball 1. Sophomore first baseman steps in, swings and misses. A little bit late at that one. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs in the inning. Carroll needs to get out of it here. Harrison's pitch, called strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 on, 2 in. Top of 7, Norwell leads 6-3. Harrison with a breaking ball that McBride ducks under. Actually a good job by Nichols catching that. He was shielded by the hitter because that ball actually went behind him. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. That'll fill the count at 3-2 with 2 outs. Runners will be on the move. Fielders need to hold their position here. Irons is checking him. 3-2. Pitch is driven into left field. That ball's going to get down in front of Swoverlin. Swoverlin's throw to the plate is cut off. Josh McBride continues his good day. He's now 2 for 2 on the day, 2 RBI, and been on base 4 times. Drew Jolly scored easily. Noah Clark made it all the way to third base, and that he had the head start on the full count. So it's now 7-3 Norwell. And Cade Thornton, the right fielder, is up. Thornton is 0 for 1 on the day. Another Norwell night with a sacrifice on his resume, as he had a sacrifice bunt last inning. Harrison's pitch is up high. 1 ball, no strikes. Runners on the corners, 2 outs. 3 runs in for Norwell this inning. They've broken it open 7-3. Harrison over to first. McBride back in plenty of time. McBride the runner at first. Clark at third. Swung on and missed. Evens the count at 1. Harrison checks the runner. He's off. Ball's in the dirt. No chance for Cooper Nichols, but he does prevent the run from scoring. Give Josh McBride his 2nd stolen base of the day. And now Norwell has runners on 2nd and 3rd, 2 outs, 2 balls, 1 strike to Cade Thornton. Harrison with the delivery. Pitch is in there for his called strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Big out for Carroll here. They're down 4. Can't afford to make it any deeper. The 2-2's on its way. Off speed, swung on and missed, and that will end the inning, but not before the damage is done. Norwell gets 3 runs on 3 hits. They leave a couple, and we head to the bottom of the 7th. Carroll needs 4 to tie and 5 to win.
If that fly out the center finds a gap and he clears them, and it's 6-1, that might win that up the sale. Norwell's good. They're a very fundamental soccer team.
Yeah, I agree.
Carroll is too. No, it's just hit well. They pitch it up. They just hit well. They got some pitching. And it's central. One pitch is one game. You just get paid at something.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think they're going to go with Steve. Yeah. And then John, and then 15.
Richards, yeah.
The following up. I think those will be the pitchers to try to right. I mean, the first game I said was but my boy is lost in college. We were good enough to set the state title.
I remember that.
That was running all over, making diving catches all over the outfield.
All right, here we go. We head to the bottom of the 7th. Norwell with a 3 spot in the top of the 7th. 7-3 lead.
Leading off the bottom of the 7th for the Chargers.
Braden Huffman
First
on,
baseman, number 12,
comes back
Eli
out for the
Newhouser.
7th. No activity in the night bullpen. Looks like it's his game for now. Leading off for the Chargers, Eli Newhouser. Eli's 1 for 3 on the day, singled and scored back in the 1st. First pitch taken up high, ball 1. Huffman comes set, the 1-0, taken for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Until Carroll gets a couple guys on, you're going to see guys taking a strike before they swing. Don't want to get yourself out of these situations. We need base runners. Off-speed pitch is in there, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Huffman comes set, pitch is inside. Eli's probably sitting there going, oh, I should have let that one get me. He has been hit by 10 pitches this year, so he's not afraid to get stung by one. Here's the 2-2. Off speed, called strike 3. Too close to take, but if this was the major leagues, Eli'd be tapping his helmet on that one. But it's not, and he's headed back to the dugout, and we've got 1 out. Bring up Cooper Nichols. He's 1 for 2 on the day, singled and scored in the 1st, hit by a pitch in the 5th. Hoffman's first pitch off speed away. 1 ball, no strikes. Again, Carroll needs base runners here. Can't hit a 4-run home run with nobody on base. Nichols takes a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Hoffman sets in the 1-1 delivery. A little bit outside, 2 balls, 1 strike. Ball's driven into right center field. It's down in front of Thornton, and a single for Cooper Nichols. He's 2 for 3 now on the day. And we will get our courtesy runner, Owen McClure. Outfield playing deep. Want to keep everything in front of them, trying to keep extra base hits to a minimum if possible. Now hitting for the Chargers, left fielder Rhett Swoverlin. Rhett is 0 for 1 on the day. Bases loaded walk back in the first. Walked again in the 5th, and in between that, a ground out to short. No hold of the runner on first. Pitch to Swoverlin low. A runner on first means nothing to Norwell. They're looking for 2 more outs. He can only score 1 run. McClure gets a little bigger lead here. Stays put. Pitches down low to Swoverlin. 2 balls and no strikes. The only advantage of getting a second base here would be to take the force out away, but if you get thrown out in this situation down 4, it's not worth the risk. So Swoverlin with a 2-0 count. Takes strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Infield deep in the middle. They're playing even up at the corners. Outfield continues to be deep. 2-1 delivery to Swoverlin. Way outside, ball 3. Rhett has walked twice today. You're rarely going to see Rhett swing at a bad pitch. And the 3-1 is in there for a called strike. That'll fill the count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, 1 on, 7-3 Norwell, bottom of 7th inning. The lights are on here at Carroll. They have taken effect, as it is very overcast right now. The mist has kind of stopped. Swoverlin takes ball 4. That'll put runners on first and second. And bring up the designated hitter Jack Johnson, who is 2 for 3 on the day.
Now the Chargers, the designated hitter, number 17, Jack Johnson.
Outfield plays deep. Infield plays deep. Norwell looking for 2 outs. Still no action in the Norwell bullpen. Johnson takes the first pitch. Off speed, low and inside, ball 1. Tying run is on deck for the Chargers. 1 out here, bottom of 7. Huffman takes a quick look at the runner at second. He's not going anywhere. Fires in a strike to even the count at 1. I don't think you're going to see Carroll have any aggressiveness on the bases until maybe the tying run is on base. But we got a little bit to go till we get there. The 1-1 inside. Johnson turned and almost got clipped by that pitch. I'm sure he wouldn't be afraid to take an off-speed pitch off the hip to load the bases. 2 balls, 1 strike on the left-handed hitting senior designated hitter. Ball is driven to center field, but Shamerlow was playing him deep right there to make the grab, second out of the inning. Carroll down to the last out. They'll bring up the third baseman, Blake Fitzpatrick. Blake is 0 for 3 on the day. Has tested Shamerlow in center twice. As we've seen all day, he can go get him. Blake's job here is to get on base to bring up the tying run. Remington McKeever would be due up next, but it looks like Riley Geiger on deck would re-enter the game in that spot if we get there. First pitch to Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick is high, ball one. Huffman is not overpowering, but he's in the zone when he needs to be in the zone. Has fallen behind some hitters, but only walked one. The 1-0's on its way. Misses inside, 2 balls, no strikes. Tying run being on deck, I would expect Fitzpatrick, the freshman, to be taking until he has a strike. We need him on base to bring the tying run to the plate. The 2-0. Down, no, called a strike. Late call by strike, 2 balls, 1 strike. Now if Blake sees one he likes, he's going to be ripping. Hoffman continues to check the runner, checks him twice. Pitch, called strike 2 on the outer half. Carroll down to their final strike, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, 2 on. 4-run ball game. Huffman holds the ball in his right hand, gets the signal. 2 checks of the runner at second. 3rd check of the runner at second. Fitzpatrick calls timeout. And the 2-2's on its way. It's high. Ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners on first and second. They'll be off on the pitch. Now you got to make sure that the pitcher is going to home plate. Don't get too antsy and get going and have him spin move and pick you off at second. The 3-2 to Fitzpatrick. Long, again, 3 looks to second base by the pitcher. And Fitzpatrick says, no, you're going to do this on my time, not yours. Fitzpatrick climbs back in there. Huffman comes set. And the payoff. Popped up towards the Carroll dugout. McBride makes the basket catch as he heads towards the railing, and that will end the game. Trey McBride makes a nice running catch to end the game. Norwell made 4 nice catches in foul territory today, and this one is a final. Well-played baseball game by both teams. Carroll just needed a little timely hitting that they were unable to get. They had a lot of men on, a lot of traffic on the bases, just couldn't get them in when it really mattered. And now Norwell and Carroll have split 2 games this season. Norwell's next game will be Thursday in sectional play against New Haven. Carroll will have one more game Monday night here at 7 o'clock against Huntington North before they start sectional play on Wednesday. So that's it for tonight. Norwell, the winning Knights, had 7 runs on 8 hits. They did not commit an error. Carroll, 3 runs on 7 hits. There was 1 error, and a lot of men left on base. I want to thank the students of Carroll High School of the Charger Sports Network. It was not the nicest conditions out here today, and these guys stuck it out like troopers, helping bring this broadcast to those of you that were unable to attend. So for the Carroll Charger Sports Network, I'm Jim Kressel signing off. We will see you Monday night for Carroll's final game before sectional. Again tonight, the final score, Norwell 7, Carroll 3.